Obviously, it was a great first win for us. Our guys worked extremely hard in the offseason and in the fall to get ready for that game. I thought we were very well prepared. We came out, we started fast, we played fast, and we kept the tempo on the entire game. And I think our guys were able to wear out the opponent, and our guys got off to a great start. So it's a huge first win for us. It's good to be 1-0. It's good to win at home. But at the same time, now we're moving on, and that game's over with. We got to move on to game 2. Tough opponent, a Big Ten opponent at their place, which is always difficult. And I think our guys understand last year we started off very well also, and ended up having a huge loss to Tennessee, and then also combine that with a loss at South Alabama. So, we know how important it is to come out and be ready to play this game, and we can't get too high based off the last game. So it's important for our guys to refocus, lock in, and realize how much work it's gonna take to win this next ball game. Well, I thought our guys played hard, and they played fast, and they blocked for each other, and they played for each other. I thought our defense started fast. To get a 3-and-out right off the get-go against that team was huge for us. We had a good plan on offense, so we took it down and scored, which was huge as well. We got off to a big lead thanks to our offense and our defense playing very well in the first quarter. Then I thought they picked up their tempo, started to get their offense going, and it was good that we were able to keep the pressure on offense, continue to score, and our defense found ways to get stops when they needed to. But, that was a very good football team, but I thought the fact that we started fast, we played hard at all positions, people played unselfishly, helped us win the ball game.
You mentioned what happened last year after the opener. Was that kind of the key this week starting to let down?
Without question, it's key. We don't want to be a one-game wonder. We realize that this is a long season. We told our team and our guys before the season we're going to take one game at a time, and whether we win or lose, that game's over, and you have to move on to the next one. So this will definitely test us as far as we have to have a great week of practice. We have to focus in. I think Illinois is a big physical team that's going to like to run the football. They're going to try to control the clock. They're going to try to take away what we do well. And to be honest with you, I think we were able to execute well on offense the first game because a little bit of the element of surprise. I don't think Bowling Green really knew exactly what we were going to do. Illinois does know what we're going to do, so they're going to be very prepared for it, and we're going to have to find a way to win on both sides of the ball. So it's definitely a critical game, but I know it's going to be a very tough game.
Based on what you saw on tape for the offense, when you see how well they played, how do you look at what you still need to improve on?
Well, I think that we obviously had success going fast. We had success getting the ball in the perimeter. We had success making yards after the catch. I would like to ran the ball better. I think we need to run the football better. We need to be more physical up front. I'd like to take a few more shots up the field. When we did, we had to throw it away or got pressure or had to move and didn't hit as many big shots up the field that we need to help the running game get going. So, those are things we all need to work on. I think when you look at Illinois, they're going to press our guys on the outside. They're going to try to take away all the quick throws that we completed this last game. So we're going to have to find ways to execute and push the ball up the field, and we're going to have to find ways to run the football effectively as well when they cover out on our receivers.
At the very end of the game, you were able to actually run the ball a lot more, started rushing the clock. So whenever you're watching that, did you like what you were?
No, I thought our offense did a great job. With that last drive, I think we got the ball with over 10 minutes left, and we were able to work it all the way down the field and score with about 2 minutes left. We ran the football. We worked the clock. It was a little different because we went slower. So standing over there for a long time was a little different. We got to kind of see what the defense was doing and get us in the correct play. But we're going to have to do that at times. And to be able to do that in the fourth quarter of the first game when we needed to, their offense did have a little momentum. They were scoring some points. Was huge for us and really culminated the night as far as executing very well. Well, Wes Lunt's a very good quarterback. When I was in Illinois, we recruited him. We lost out to him. He went to Oklahoma State. He started as a true freshman, which tells you he's a good football player. Oklahoma State's a good football team. And now he's at Illinois. And I think he's a guy that is big. He can see over the line. He's a very accurate passer. He can throw the ball up the field. He has a lot of experience, being the fact that he played in the Big 12 at a high level, and he brings them a lot of experience and really helps that offense become a better offense. I think they have a very fast running back that's very quick, and Josh Ferguson that we recruited as well when I was there, very talented. He's a guy we're going to have to contain. I'm sure they're going to try to give him the ball as much as they can, but those are two key guys that we have to try to eliminate or at least contain them somewhat.
Illinois struggled in the first three quarters and brought it on against Youngstown in the fourth quarter. Do you assess more of that final quarter when it started to get the ball rolling, or do you take those into account?
Well, I think Illinois is a team that's improving every week. They improved last year. I think the fact that they didn't play the way they wanted, they're going to have a great week of practice. They're going to come ready to play, and they're going to play with their tail on fire. I mean, they're going to want to beat us, and they know how important this game is for them. So we have to be ready to play. We have to match the intensity. We have to match the focus. We have to play even harder. I think this past game, to be honest with you, the breaks went our way, and the bounces went our way. I think the ball hit the ground 4 times for us on offense, and we recovered all 4 fumbles, which can't happen. They had a wide open guy open for a touchdown. They dropped. They had a kick return that was going to go for a touchdown. He tripped over his own feet. So we definitely had the breaks on our side this game. We definitely had the luck fall our way. And that's not always going to happen. So we're going to have to overcome a lot more adversity in this game than we did the last. And our guys are going to have to respond, stick together, play for each other, and hopefully find a way to win.
You mentioned your tenure at Illinois. What do you kind of remember about being there and Champaign?
Well, Illinois is a great college town. It's a great campus. They care about their basketball, their football. They want to produce a winner. I think that my last 2 years there, we won a bowl game, but when you're in the middle of the road, they won a little bit better there. So they're a team that's growing. It's the 3rd year of their coaching staff. They improved last year. Their offense was better last year. Now they have a quarterback to run the show. On defense, they have a lot of seniors, so a lot of guys that have been in that system for a long time, that play hard, that are physical players. They'll press you up on the outside. They'll try to take away the easy throws. So I think they're a football team that plays a tough schedule. Obviously in the Big Ten, they're used to playing good opponents. I don't think we're going to scare them one bit, but we've got to play hard. We have to match their intensity, and it'll be a very tough opponent for us.
You had the chance to get the first win against the Big Ten team in program history. What would that mean to you all if you're able to accomplish that?
Well, it would be huge, and anytime you can beat a team in a top conference like that, it's very important. And the other thing too is going on the road is tough. We got to find a way to win on the road. That's what makes it even tougher, is playing them at their house. You have to overcome a lot of obstacles, the crowd, the noise, any type of breaks that go their way. So it's going to be a very tough physical game. Hopefully we respond, come ready to play, and take care of the ball and do the small things that we did this past game that were a reason for our success.
Any notable texts or phone calls that you get Friday night?
You know what? Quite a few. I just the other night late, I got one from Phil Sims, and basically was very complimentary, of course. But then he basically said, "Hey, Bill Parcells used to tell us, let's not be a one-game wonder." So he just said, "Keep it rolling." So that's important. A lot of times you can win a big game and feel good about yourself and think that you're ready for the next one, but really you're not. So we've got to get that hunger back. We've got to try to work our tail off every day to improve. We have to understand how hard it's going to win week in and week out, and all we can do is concentrate on Illinois. But it's definitely an outstanding team that's going to be big and physical and has some very good players.
Any questions from the phone?
Yeah, Kenner, this has an argument. I hear you give Illinois a lot of confidence, and I'm sure you guys kind of think the film on them and not going to be looking at it. What kind of scares you the most from an offensive standpoint with them? I know you've been there last year and you complimented West Lund, but what kind of scares you with them when you prepare for them?
Well, as far as their defense, I think they have a lot of seniors on defense that have been in that system. I think their secondary, they're going to press you up on the outside. They're going to take away all the easy throws that you try to make and force you to throw it up the field, force you to hold the ball a lot longer than you want to, and force you to run the football. So you're going to have to do some things to counteract that. So that obviously presents a challenge for us. I think they're good up front. I think they'll match our personnel well, and you know, they play hard. I know a couple of those guys, they were there when I was there, and they play very hard, and I think they've, like I said, they're familiar with that system. So that'll be a challenge. As far as our defense, you know, I think that their quarterback is very good, and he can throw the football up the field. He can throw accurately. He can get completions. I think they did lose some receivers from the previous year, so I don't think they're as good at that position as they had been. But they definitely have guys that can go make plays, and I think their running back and Josh Ferguson is very explosive, very fast, very talented. If he gets an open space, he can go a long way. So he's the guy that we got to contain as well. So I think the quarterback and the running back are the top things we have to try to stop, and they're very, very good football players.
Anything else?
Coach, it's Michael Grant from the Courier-Journal. Can you just describe what kind of improvement Taywan Taylor is making?
Well, I thought Taywan had a tremendous first game. You know, he's a receiver that's very strong. He's explosive. He has a lot of strength in his lower body. He works extremely hard in practice. He's a guy that played for us as a true freshman last year and had his ups and downs like every freshman does. And he was down at times last year. He let it get to him a little bit, but he's learned from it. And like I said, he's practiced extremely hard in the spring, the summer, the fall. He came out and he made plays and caught the ball consistently, which was great to see because he is a little bit raw in his route running. But his ability to get yards after the catch and how explosive he was tremendous to see, because that's what he does bring to the table. He's very strong. He's very athletic. And he can definitely do things with the ball after the catch. So to see him do that the first game and to get his confidence up, I was extremely happy to see that, happy for him, and I think you know, that's something he needs to build upon as well.
What was the biggest thing you struggled with last year?
One more time.
What was the biggest thing you struggled with last year?
Well, you know, last year he's a true freshman. You know, he's a guy that we recruited and signed really late. We hadn't offered him until a couple weeks before signing day. I went and watched him play basketball, and I saw how explosive he was on the basketball court, how he jumped, how he moved, and that's kind of when we went on him. So receiving-wise, if you watch his video, he was very raw. You know, he caught some screens, but other than that, not a lot of route running. So we knew he was going to have to learn and grow into the position, and that's what he did last year. He did. He worked hard. He didn't quite understand the receiver position as much as he needed to. He didn't understand the entire system that we had in, which is normal. It's not abnormal at all, but it was normal. And then he kind of let it get to him a little bit mentally, and then lost some confidence. But you know, he's very talented, so he definitely went to work this spring, summer, and fall, and had a great camp. He's a guy that works as hard as anybody that we have on the practice field, goes hard every snap, so he gets used to doing that. He practices making runs after the catch every day in practice. You know, Coach Shepard, our receiver coach, done a great job with working him on route running. We try to concentrate on a handful of routes every day that, hey, these are the main routes we're going to run. You have to be good at these, and then we'll add in a few after that. So he's worked really hard at those, and he's gotten better, and he did a very, very good job the first game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.